Welcome to this edition of At Your Service. I'm David Hawksworth, and I'm here with Jim Kowach with Public Works Department. Jim, thanks for being here.
You bet, David. It's always good to talk to you.
Yeah, you too. We're here to talk about the Solid Waste Management Committee, which is kind of a committee that kind of flies under the radar in some respects because we don't cover it live on Channel 20 because it meets in a room separate from room 107, which is the main meeting room. But anyway, Jim, what is the Solid Waste Management Committee?
Okay, the Solid Waste Management Committee, it's established by statute. It's actually required to have a solid waste management plan for every county in the state. Because Salina owns and operates a sanitation service, as well as owns and operates the solid waste facility here in Saline County, the city has actually been responsible for the preparation and submittal of the solid waste management plan since 1994. It's usually done on a county-wide basis, so it's handled by the county. But since we're so heavily involved in it, Saline County has allowed the city of Salina, through an interlocal agreement, to be the representative for the county-wide plan. The county-wide plan has to be submitted once a year to Kansas Department of Health and Environment. So we have a committee that reviews the plan and makes sure that we update it annually. And then every 5 years, we do a complete rewrite and incorporate all of the changes from the annual reviews. So we have a committee that's made up of residents inside the city of Salina, the unincorporated cities in the county, as well as county-wide or county-at-large membership. It's a 13-member committee, and they're responsible for reviewing and making recommendations to the solid waste plan for Saline County.
Okay, so what kinds of things go into the solid waste plan?
Well, there's a little bit of everything. Like you said, it flies under the radar because a lot of people aren't actively involved or they don't understand how important solid waste management is to a county. Solid waste, when you think about it, making sure that you handle that keeps our community clean and safe. And it's just a way to contribute to the overall prosperity of your city. But the plan itself deals with the disposal, the collection, the transportation, diversion of solid waste for that county. So there's a lot of details that goes into what is the plan for the county.
Okay, so it addresses things like sanitation, the landfill, recycling, I would imagine?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a big part of the diversion category that we've expanded on in the last several years and hope to do more in the future.
Okay, all right. And you said every 5 years it gets a complete rewrite?
And actually we do annual reviews and make sure that we update those. And then every 5 years we will rewrite the plan and make sure that it's up to date with all of those annual reviews, as well as review it's a 10-year horizon. So every 5 years we're looking at a 10-year planning horizon for the management of solid waste in the county. So we're in the process of doing that this year. So we've had a lot of activity reviewing the plan and had input from the membership.
Okay. So kind of looking at the sort of like the 50-foot view here, what are some of the elements that are in the current plan?
Well, we've had some substantial changes to our collection system here in Salina. We went to the automated side load trucks, which changed the collection routes because they collect on one side of the street instead of two. So we reviewed the routes. We had to make recommendations or review our whole collection system. The county, the city commissioners reviewed, yard waste, recycling programs, and decided not to do curbside recycling, but made a major investment in purchasing a recycling center. And we're trying to keep that going and growing. So we had new carts, new sanitation trucks that are included in the new plan revisions. We recently did and finished up this spring a waste classification sort. So we took samples from 3 days worth of refuse at the landfill, sorted through it, tried to establish categories for what's in our waste stream. We also sorted the materials from our recycling center, samples from 3 days, to see what is being collected at our recycling center. And we're hoping to start some waste reduction strategies within the next year to try to get more recyclables out of our waste stream and into our recycling stream.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. I know a lot of people had some concerns about the new sanitation system and the automated trucks and stuff, but it's been almost a year now, I guess, since we rolled that out. How is that working out? We
implemented it last July. It did take a while to get the new trucks ordered and purchased. The rollout went pretty smooth. We had to work with some customers just as far as cart placement, the number of carts that they actually ordered to handle the waste that they produced. Because it's automated pickup, we no longer accept materials outside the cart, and we want the cart lids to be closed so that they don't spill while we're dumping them. So we worked with a lot of customers on where to place their carts, making sure they place them the right direction, that they don't get the carts, if they have more than one, too close together because the arms can't pick them up, and those kinds of things. And we had an environmental education and enforcement coordinator that worked closely with a lot of customers on the specifics about their site. So we feel like that it's gone pretty well. The new trucks are a lot safer. The routes are a lot safer because we don't have employees running back and forth across the street or trying to keep up with the truck. That it's an automated system that has eliminated some pretty dangerous positions for the city. Now we still have rear load packer trucks because we are providing alley service for the portions of the city that have alleys. So we have 4 routes that are automated, 1 route that is alley service, and we collect 5 different areas of the city every day of the week. So we collect 25 different locations or routes per week, and collect about 15,000 customers per week. So
that's a huge undertaking.
That is a lot of customers and a lot of specifics to keep track of. We have calls daily from customers with questions or concerns. Their cart was missed, or they want to order a special pickup because they have large items, that they want to get picked up in addition to what their normal refuse is. So we deal with the public quite a bit in our sanitation services. And then just our landfill itself handles a large volume, not only from the residential customers that the city collects for, but all of the commercial collection that's done in the city is by commercial outside private collectors. So they deal with all of the waste stream from those commercial industries here in the city, as well as the rest of the county.
Wow. I know those new trucks were a huge investment, and I know that soon we'll have some shelters for them.
Yes, that was one of the things in the last plan, that the trucks were too large for our existing facilities, and we were able to put a plan together to tear down some old buildings here at our general services yard and replace them with a new just a metal storage garage with larger bays. We'll have a wash bay that we'll be able to maintain those trucks with, keep them clean and in operation. So.
All right. Now back to the committee. How many people serve on the committee? How often does it meet?
The committee, their primary focus is to review the plan, review the annual solid waste plan, which staff puts together. They make recommendations on what they'd like to see in the plan. They actually meet about 4 times a year, and the meetings are just a 2-hour meeting. There's 13 members on the committee. We have, some from the city, some from the county, some from the unincorporated cities. We have vacancies right now, and we are looking for participation from the community. That whether you're in the city or in the county, we would like to have you make an application with city clerk to be on this committee. That we want a variety of opinions and interests on the committee so that we get a good representative sample of the thoughts for the community, that the plan represents the direction that the community would like to see us go.
Okay. So even if you live outside Salina, if you live in a town like Smolin or Assaria or something like that, you can still be on the committee.
You can still be on the committee. Actually, we have one dedicated position for those smaller cities, and it's vacant right now. So we'd like to get someone from and private collectors do collect the residential locations in those smaller cities. So we'd like to get input from them as far as the service they're receiving and the rates they're being charged. We look at hopefully trying to get participation from them so that, as far as the diversion, it encompasses the whole county and not just the city.
Okay, all right. So if you have interest in being on the Solid Waste Management Committee and helping to formulate these plans, please go to the city's website, salina-ks.gov, and look for the boards and commissions section of the website. And there you'll have an opportunity to apply. It's called an expression of interest form. You just fill that out, click that you want to be part of the Solid Waste Management Committee and submit it. And it'll be reviewed here, and if it looks like it's a compatible match, then it goes to the City Commission for your appointment.
Right, absolutely. No, it's an exciting time for the city. The actual committee this past year wrote into the plan for the city to obtain zero waste by 2050, where zero waste is, an attitude or a kind of a general emphasis on reducing waste for the city. It's not zero waste literally, but reducing the waste that goes to the landfill. So there's just a lot of interest in trying to reduce our waste, reduce our diversion to recycling programs, to reduce the generation of refuse that causes waste. So there's just a lot of things that go into that for the community. It's pretty innovative for the city or for a city in Kansas to have that high a goal. So we're excited to see where it takes us.
Okay. Anything else we should know about the Solid Waste Management Plan or the committee?
Oh, we would encourage folks that are interested in keeping their community clean and safe to participate in this committee. We would like a diversity of ideas and opinions, and you're more than welcome to come to our meetings, even if you're not a member. They're open to the public, and we do post them on our website regularly. You can ask to be informed about the meetings by contacting the city clerk, and we'll let you know when they occur. So.
Okay, great. Well, we look forward to having your input on the Solid Waste Management Committee. And Jim, thanks a lot for all the information and for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, David. It's always a pleasure.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on At Your Service.